feel safest of all. I can lock all my doors. It's the only way to live in cars. Here in my car, I can only receive. I can listen to you. It keeps me stable for days in cars.
Hell yeah.
Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to another movie review. Tonight we're looking at a surreal science fiction horror film called Obex, which has not long been released on Lightbulb Pictures. So before we go any further, let's have a little look at the release. So here we are guys, this is the physical release of Obex. Here, released on Lightbulb Pictures. It comes in a slipcase. Open the cellophane. I think it's just going to be the movie inside. Quite a flimsy little box, not very strong. Yeah, it's a very flimsy box. But that is the film there on Blu-ray. Pop it in there, and that is the physical release of Obex. So this is the first release I've had from Lightbulb, and it seems okay. Nice slipcase, really cool. Again, bit of a flimsy case though. The case is a bit flimsy, a little bit sort of like cheap, but there we go. It is a small company. Any special features? So guys, this is the main menu for the film Obex. The special features on here, we have a audio commentary with director Albert Bayani and producer Bet Oz. We have deleted scenes, we have short films, recording the score, a still gallery trailer. And your setup on this film is 2.0 LPC and 5.1 master. And it has subtitles. And that is the special features on Obex. So yes, there's some pretty cool ones on there, commentaries and a documentary, and there's some interviews. So it's pretty cool. Let's get to the story. So this is a strange little film. It's about a guy called Connor, played by Albert Burney, and he's got a dog called Sandy, who's played by Dorothy. And he lives alone in this house, and he's got his own little business where he gets people to send in photos to him, and he uses digits on his computer to sort of print their face out in sort of digits. And he gets quite a few people that do this, and he gets visited by a woman called Mary, played by Callie Hernandez, and she sort of like visits him and drops his shopping off and stuff like this, and his post. And one day he gets his post, and he gets this magazine through the post. We see him living his normal days, just with him and his dog Sandy. He loves his dog and doing this sort of thing, and in a very sort of surreal way, in the sense like there's cockroaches sometimes outside, and we see close-ups of insects and stuff like this in between. Very surreal, very Eraserhead. It's filmed very similar. It does play out like a David Lynch film. Anyway, he gets this magazine, and in this magazine's an advert for this video game called Obex, which it's a video game where you do a short video of yourself, and while you're doing it, that they put you in the game. Give me 1 second, guys. My battery's a little bit low. There we go. Yeah, it puts you in the video game. Anyway, so he sends away for this game, and it arrives, and he starts to play it, and he thinks it's rubbish. It looks really tacky and stupid. So he sort of deletes it from his computer. So he thinks, and all these weird things start happening, and all these crazy sort of things happen in his normal life. And one day, there is the villain in this game comes out of his computer and steals his dog, and then he goes into the game to try and rescue his dog. And in this game, he meets a knight played by Tyler Davis. He meets the wonderful Victor played by Frank Mosley, and Mary is in the game as well. So, and then the sort of film follows him on his sort of like adventure to try and get his dog back in this very strange, bizarre, surreal world. So, is he going to get the dog back? So I'm just trying to find my little remote. Here it is. You need to watch it and find out. Let's talk about the characters. This is quite a low budget film, but it's really, really well acted. The characters are wonderful. Connor is really cool. He reminded me a little bit of the guy from Mackenzie Crook's series, Small Profit. He's very similar to him. He's sort of lonesome, sort of hermit kind of guy, and it plays out like that. He's really cool, and I loved Victor. Character. He's really cool. Won't tell you nothing about him because he's quite a strange looking character, but it's very cool. And Mary was lovely and really cool. And we also meet his mum in the film, played by Paisley Isaac. We seem to meet her in the film, in his dream sort of. We have, when he goes to sleep, he has these weird dreams of driving along the road with his mum in the car. It's quite a bizarre little film. Let's get to the final verdict. It was incredible. I absolutely loved it. I'm going to score it an amazing watch and give it a 9 out of 10. Would have got a 10 out of 10. I just think the very ending was just a little bit rushed and sort of like didn't conclude it. It was a good conclusion, but I think it could have been done in a more paced way with the rest of the film. But that's all. But apart from that, it was amazing. Really, really cool. It does play out like Eraserhead in a video game. It's like a modern day version of Eraserhead. It just plays out a lot like that. It is very much like a David Lynch film. It's very bizarre, very weird, with wonderful characters and great photography, focusing on very bizarre things, like I said, like insects and stuff like this. And it is quite scary in places. It is quite really eerie and quite horrifying. And other places it plays out like a little bit black humor in there. It's a really good mixed bag, but it blends really well. It's classed as a science fiction film, but I'd class it more as a surreal horror science fiction film for the modern audience. So if you like Eraserhead, you will love this. You really will. It's really, really cool. Highly recommend it if you've not seen it. Obex, 9 out of 10. Pick it up if you like real surreal films. This would have been a good on a Criterion release, but it's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I watched it about 4 hours ago, and I haven't stopped thinking about it since. That just shows you what a good film it is. Massive shout out to my lad. Cheers, guys.